Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan Watkins and this will be my second pitch on Magno. Once again, I thank you for all the feedback. Magno is a robot, defective, and has his own self-conscious, and he's going to be battling his creators and various warbots against him for the greater good. Now, what does Magno do? Well, Magno runs through the facility collecting upgrades. He's a self-upgrading robot, so this is useful. And he has to battle different war bots and the main bosses of the game in order to take down this facility, and he'll be given various gadgets for force, stealth, or defensive. Now there will be pickups for each of these for stealth replenishing items such as your cloak or a teleporter. Now there's also your ammo upgrades for your force, whether it be rockets, the ammo's the same, and your health and your armor pickups if you have those upgrades for each of these. There are various items placed throughout the game, and for those of you who like to 100% games, you can do this in Magno. If you don't get everything through the first try, you can read through on a plus play and collect everything you can. If you want to try stealth or force, you go for it. Which brings us to stealth or force. This is the big thing of Magno. Should I hide from that enemy? Should I take him on? Do I want to increase the difficulty by jumping out early? Am I too low on health? Should I hide for a little bit? You can go back and forth between these things. As I mentioned earlier, you're going to get like rockets and lasers and Gatling guns for force. You're going to get cloaks and teleporters and some change to throw a different way to change the course of an enemy. And for defense, you're going to get like armor, some shields, things like that. Quick thinking. So at each checkpoint in the game, you're going to be given a selection between 3 items: stealth, force, or defensive. You're going to get timed, so the moment this time's done, boohoo, no item for you. Now you only get to pick one of these at each checkpoint, and you only get to keep that one, and you don't get to choose the other ones in any of the other checkpoints. That's your quick thinking, so you got to be quick, you got to be concise. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? You can interchange them at any point in the checkpoints. You don't have to pick only force, you don't have to pick only stealth, you don't have to pick only defensive. Magno can definitely be done by a small team. The graphics aren't too heavy. It's going to be a 2D side-scroller platforming game. As for the programming, you're only going to need maybe 1 or 2 programmers. Definitely a team of 4 can do it. I think one of the features in here is like a magnetic wall that pulls Magno in, that he's got to try and fight off enemies while getting pulled in, and various such like that. Nothing too complicated. In conclusion, I think Magno is like Clank from Ratchet and Clank series. He's a defective robot battling his own kind for the greater good, and I believe he's a lot like Ezio from Assassin's Creed, because you get that one-shot capability if you can come up behind an enemy. Granted, it doesn't happen for the bigger enemies, just a significant portion, but you can assassinate. You do get various gadgets throughout the game to help you traverse, just like Assassin's Creed. Alright, thank you everyone. My name is Jonathan Watkins, and this has been Magno.